And really, this video is for anyone who's already looked at the slides and kind of looked at the games and has more questions, okay? So again, game night, and kind of do a brief overview. I won't take too much time, right? So if you take a look, that first slide is an icebreaker. We have the concentric circle there, which basically is a slide of many different questions that are kid-friendly. You can ask the students, like, what's your favorite food? Do you collect anything cool? What's your favorite kind of breakfast? Stuff like that. So definitely do an icebreaker round. Introduce yourself, because you're going to have students who will not know you, right? Because all the sixth grade will be showing up. And it'd be nice for them to be comfortable with you. So, you know, introduce your name. What do you teach there? How long you been at Lee? Anything fun about yourself, do that. And then you can use our questions, our circle questions, or you can do your own little icebreaker. The big deal is not to focus too much on the icebreaker, because the kids came for the games. So we want to get to the games. What are the games? So we have 3 games: Spot It, Jeopardy, and Outdoor Olympics. You get to choose what order you want to do them in. So please don't feel like you look at the slides, you have to go by the order of the slides. You don't. You get to choose. So let's start with Spot It real quickly. And Spot It is a game. Think of Where's Waldo, right? Spot It's like a Where's Waldo that's very competitive for students. They've seen this in PE class, and they're very familiar with how to play. There is a rule slide there that I'm not going to read to you, but in gist, I would suggest you to play Spot It several ways. You can utilize the student's voice through the microphone, or you can have them use the chat. It's really up to you. If you go the route of the chat, you'll see how the game is played. It can be a little confusing with their answers. So I'll show you now. So for example, students will see these slides with a line down the middle, and on each side is many different items, right? That kind of blend with the background, because we want to make it difficult. And what they're looking for is the same item on both sides. There's only one item on both sides. So for example, they're going to have to look through this and try to find the item of both. And if you take a look on the next slide, you don't want to go there until somebody's actually spotted it and found what they're looking for. The students were actually looking for the small leaf. So if you take a look, the leaf is on the left side right here, next to the squirrel and kind of away from the school bus. And if you go all the way to the other side, the leaf is kind of hidden in another bush. So it's almost like Where's Waldo. We kind of make it difficult for them. And then after they find the item, or we discover the item as a group, they have to do one exercise for 30 seconds. It's kind of like a PE thing we do with them. So they'll be familiar with that. How's the best way to play it? I suggest that you have students use the microphone. They have to say Spot It. And they would have to say their name first. They would say, they would say their name after they say Spot It. So they would be Spot It, Barry. And you as a teacher can hear that, and you're like, oh, okay. So where do you think it is? And then they say it. And if they're wrong, you go to the next person, the next person. If you don't want to use microphones, I've utilized the chat a lot. You can utilize the chat. The problem with that is, and it can be a little confusing, is if they say leaf, well, this Spot It has a bunch of leaves, so how do you know which one, right? And you'll get that out of the kids, but I think you'll be just as fine with the chat instead of doing the voice. But it is fun for them. They'll put a bunch of answers in there. They enjoy it. You can't really see it with the screens aren't on, but in PE class we do get a lot of responses. So again, Spot It's like Where's Waldo. Kind of familiar yourself what they're looking for, right? Because you don't want to have to like scroll into the next screen and then give the answer away. It kind of ruins the experience for them. But know what you're looking for, and then once you get your answer, you come over here, give them an exercise to do, and then you move on to the next one. So that's it. They're looking for the same item on both sides, and it gets tricky. So that is Spot It. The next one that we have on our list is Jeopardy. Sorry, I apologize. And Jeopardy is just like any Jeopardy, right? Nothing crazy about it. So here's the main board, and you as the teacher, you can have students pick the category. So let's say, all right, Sarah Rose, what category you want? I want music for 100. All right, so I'm going to click on the music for 100, and like a little slide will come up. So it takes you right to it, and you can go, this singer uses the word yummy to describe his lady friend who is also which is also the title of a song. And to click to see the answer is right in the bottom. You just click on that, and you take kids' answers in the chat. After they're all done, the answer is Justin Bieber, right? And then if you ever want to go back to the main Jeopardy board, you don't have to scroll through everything. We actually have it hyperlinked in there for you. So you just keep clicking from the screens to the screens to get back to where you need to be. You don't have to go up and down looking for stuff. So for example, the categories are Name That Dance, Music, Restaurants, Lee Middle School. We have a Final Jeopardy at the top, and Sports. If you go to, same thing with Name That Dance, if you just click on there. Sometimes we have like GIFs that make the kids laugh and stuff like that. Name That Dance, stuff like that, okay? So Jeopardy's done that way. This game will probably take the longest. So I would suggest maybe save this as your second game. Just a thought. It's up to you. Again, you control the room. Have no worries with what your decision is. And the last game is the Outdoor Olympics. This is something they've seen in PE. So some things to consider is the first slide is, hey, you're going to need these items. If you have a water bottle, get that. And just because they don't have a water bottle doesn't mean they can't compete, and you want to reiterate that. They'll need to get a coin of any kind. It can be a real coin, fake coin, whatever. Roll up a paper ball or sock. So if they have a paper ball or if they have a pair of rolled up socks, that's perfect. If they have a small trash can or laundry basket, and if they have any type of hat, that'll be what they need. So what is going to happen? They will get to see a GIF of me and my ridiculous faces that I make, and they'll do the activity that's described on there. So for 1 minute, they're going to try to toss a water bottle onto the table and get it to land upside down or on upright. And however many times they do, they win that round. And a lot of times we utilize the chat. You're not going to see a lot of kids turn cameras on. No surprise there for anyone. But if they do, awesome. If they don't, just utilize the chat. I always make up records. So I would be like, if this was me in the chat, I would say, my record is 5. I make up numbers that I think are reasonable to give kids goals to beat. So I would say, hey, my record's 3. Other items that they're going to do is one's called sharpshooter. They take a pair of socks, take a couple steps back. When we say go, they start the clock, they shoot. If it goes in 1 point, they pick it up, bring it back, go back to the start point, shoot again. Most points win. You can compete against each other in the chat. You can give them goals. I usually give them goals of like, hey, my record's 10. So I always give them stuff to beat me by. That's reasonable because I want them to be better than me. That gives them confidence. Other things, spare change. How many times can you take a coin, throw it up in the air, and get it to land in your pocket? You know, gym shorts and like sweatpants is a really good idea. So if you have those, that would be great for you. If not, use what you got, right? Reaction time. They're basically put a coin on their elbow, and for 60 seconds, they're going to try to catch, like move their arm forward and catch it. However many times they can do that in 60 seconds, they're the champion. Punt competition, same thing as the shooting one. Now they're going to drop kick or punt their sock into the basket or that paper ball, and they have to retrieve it, go back to the start spot. Most points wins. Again, give them goals, make up stuff. Hat flip, put a hat on the edge of your foot and flip it in the air and try to get it to land on your head. Keep that goal a low number because that shot there took me 1,000,000 times and it really never even landed on my head. I just edited it out. It's a pretty hard one, but again, it's fun for them. And steady thumbs is when you spin a coin on the table and use both thumbs to catch it. Give them a goal. And that is Outdoor Olympics. It's just a multitude of activities that they get to enjoy and compete against each other in the chat. I hope that explains everything for you. If you have any questions, just reach out to me, and I don't mind meeting with you in a Zoom. I just want you to be comfortable and be prepared and be ready and just enjoy the kids. That's our biggest goal, is just the social hour of enjoyment, and I can help you with any thought processes or confusion you have. Thank you.